Hello there, everyone. It's me. It's your friendly mate. It's Al Pitcher himself. Always sounds weird saying your own name sometimes, but I have to do that. You're listening to another, or you're watching, wherever you are, a wonderful new episode of Al Pitcher Dream Guest, where I sit down and just chat the chat with people, just because I think it's important to meet new people. My life is kind of basically, my job is about being on my own, you know, and I think the whole idea of the podcast was, we looked at things like, like loneliness. Loneliness in Sweden is still high. And if you're listening, I'm not expecting the whole family to be around the radio listening to this, but it's still high. And due to the culture of connecting through social media rather than face-to-face, many people feel, unsatisfied with their existing friendships. But there's some great news. They've done all these global metrics, and they show that more people have a close friend today than 40 years ago. And if you're saying to me, but Al, I'm only 18, I don't have that answer. And in Sweden, in fact, the numbers of lonely people have been cut down to half since the 1980s. I hope I'm saying that right. That sounded all right? Yeah. That's me doing my own voices to break the loneliness. I don't know if you shout at the TV sometimes. I do. I get, annoyed at stuff. I laugh at stuff. I think it's a thing you want to do, isn't it? And that breaks the loneliness. And here's my little connection. And he's a little, can I say genie? He's a little genie, isn't he? He's the kind of, if you rub a little, you'd love him to pop out. It's David Sundin. That's who we've got for this episode. It was a real pleasure. It was hard to get hold of him. He was sick. Then he got some hiccups, and I've known him for a while, but it was great to get to know him. You know him from, if you've turned on your TV, he's always there, isn't he? He's a massive TV host. He's an author of like 1.5 million books now. Not sales, just books. You'll know him from the program Best in Test. We talk about that. And what else? We talk about art, and should making art stop you from making the money, the penga, because that boy's all about the penga. David's competitiveness. We find out how competitive it is when he lays down a challenge to moi. So David is coming up very, very soon, but you're probably thinking, oh, it's Al. I wonder if he's doing anything these days. Press pause. Go and get... Oh, you can't press pause and listen. Come to my tour. It's called Tid för Skratt. All over Sverige. Tickets are on sale now. Get them at alpitcher.com. Is it a time for laughter? Yes, it is. And this is a time for my dream guest. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be, lonely or together, please welcome the wonderful David Sundin.
Well, last year I did 2 gigs.
Yeah.
That one in the Globe Arena.
Yeah.
11,000 people or something. And then I did at the small island next to my summer house it was maybe 100.
Oh, yeah.
That was my 2 gigs. Very much.
And you came out saying kind of, hello, island.
Going from like having actual stage fright and not being able to do so.
Did you suffer from stage fright?
Before I started. That's why I started late. Going on stage or any type of performing, because I had like a massive stage fright.
Wow.
But as soon as I started, I'm still alive. I didn't die. I mean, for some things, when you're not sure, maybe you can get a little pulse, but I've just stopped being nervous. And
I used to get really nervous before gigs. I couldn't eat, but now I can like have a halloumi burger, mozzarella sticks, very very cheese based, and then I can go out. I actually love it. Do you love it?
I think it also it just went like this. But for some stuff you do as like you have to do it. But I really enjoyed for my tour, for my show that I did once, and I would say that I enjoyed it. Many gigs, it's also like blends out, and like some are just, some are special, and some you can enjoy yourself more.
Every gig is special, David.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe. Yeah.
It really is. Maybe. It should be for them. They're seeing you.
And that's the way to see things.
Because your fame is, you're pretty famous in Sverige. Sorry to break it to you. That's like an old person speaking to you. Yeah. You're famous here, but nobody knows who you are anywhere else.
The difference between us is that people, he's funny on TV. He's, he's this guy. And so let's go see him do stand-up. They don't know what to expect. But for you, most of them, I would say, have seen you done stand-up before and want to see it again.
Okay.
Because you're so good and they want to come back.
Okay.
If I do another show now, maybe people are like, I've seen that. I don't have to see it again.
You were gonna
say, might be.
When he's on TV, he's very. I thought I was, and then the stand-up.
No, but I think you have built your own stand-up audience, and I'm just the TV guy. Maybe.
But you do so. But the author guy as well.
Yeah,
you got a book like every month. You're like a book club.
It's children's books have so few words. You can just.
It's beautiful. That's inspiring. If there's any young authors out there, just
listen.
It's
listen
done.
To this, yeah.
You had that book, the one that shouldn't be read.
Doesn't want to be read.
Want to be read, yeah.
It's really trying to not be read and doing everything in its power to not be read.
But that's international. That's huge, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in like 35 languages or something. I can't name 35 languages.
No, I couldn't.
And I get them sent to me. So I get like a few copies from each when it's published in a new country.
Yeah.
And for some, I can't even like tell what it is. I have the book. I have because it's Fernless.
Yeah.
I go, what kind of? I have to find like a domain or something in the back to see.
Lithuania.
This kind of country.
But it's like it must be like audio. There must be audio books of it.
I made an audiobook because I'm not against audiobooks, but I'm against like.
That was the exclusive.
No, but if you write a novel and like here's you can buy the book for a couple of 100 krona, or you can listen to it for free because it's in your audiobook package. Yeah. It's an easy choice to listen to it. I'm very money. I'm interested in monies.
Yeah. There's no money involved here. I don't know why you're looking at me.
Why am I? Because that's why I didn't show up at first. No, but I think it's. I always say I'm so happy that I can work with my hobby, which is to make money. So then it's an easy choice to listen to it instead, and then you miss out on these sales. So I have the book that doesn't want to be read, and also it's hard to translate it into like an audiobook. So they say, audiobook, and I was like, no, let's just keep it. That's why it's a big seller, because it is an audiobook. You have to buy the actual book. Yeah. But then I made an audiobook called The Audiobook That Doesn't Want to End. Yeah. And it just keeps going and going. It just is an endless of me just
making money,
going pretty well as well. Yeah, because it's two different
Do you know what? I've known you for a few years. I wouldn't think you were so money-based.
I am.
You are.
Yeah.
No, there's no shame in that.
No, but I'm also always like, when I see people doing things, you keep doing this thing, and it's like it's not money involved. I get impressed because they must be sort of driven by a genuine feeling that they want to make people laugh or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, but it's a combination. Yeah. But if it's something that's like if I'm to put in a lot of time and effort, I also want to see that it's making money.
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Yeah.
So you didn't have the dream as a kid to be author and...
I had.
Okay.
A famous author or performer or TV host, but that's also making money. And look at me now.
All three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I'm done pretty soon with everything, my dreams and goals. So it's nice.
But must be sitting. There must be a room in your house that's just cash, and you must just lie in it. And
I have them at the bank actually. let them do it.
Film actor as well.
I think that's my smallest part of my career.
Kingdom.
Yeah. I mean, I do stuff for fun as well, and it's not being in movies as an actor in Sweden isn't like the big bucks, but it's fun.
I didn't think this was going to be such a financial lesson in who you really are.
No, but
you're known as one of the nice guys, but you're like the Wolf of Wall Street.
It's not. It doesn't have. You can still be nice and make money. Don't have to like.
Give me an example of a nice rich person.
You don't have to leave trails of dead people and burnt bridges and villages behind you as you just go through. No, but and I think if you focus too much on the money part, that's when it's like it's being non-funny or you focus on the wrong parts. So they still have to like meet. But I agree, there's not that many nice rich people. I'm not super duper rich, but you know, from doing a big tour with when a lot of people come and see you, you get a lot of money. If there's not someone taking away,
but I mean, I give it to charity and things like that.
Of course, yeah.
But the success has been like, because you're quite open with what you've just sat down here and just told us that money is the most important thing, and do children's books, and you just released a fly onto me. I don't know if that's an evil rich person.
It's not the most important, but it's exactly the same importance as making people laugh and
I love the little closed eyes there,
and entertaining people and to get people to think about something else for a while. It's exactly the same amount of importance as the actual pay.
I think your popularity will like go through the roof after this podcast. Because they'll go, this guy.
I'm saying it like it is.
Yes, it is. You're the Kanye West of Swedish.
No.
I've spent some time with you. We did some gigs out in the archipelago very early on.
Yeah.
I've gone to Gimo.
Yes.
Gimo with you.
Gimo. It's a J.
Yeah.
G.
Gimo.
Gimo.
Nobody will be able to find it now. Where you have this thing every year.
It's called
Knut Dag. Knut Massan. Knut Massan. Knut Massan. Thought you'd call me something else there. Knut Massan. Okay, yeah. I can't believe that there's not hundreds of thousands of people there at it.
But it is. This year was a record 10,000.
Oh, really?
10,000.
Okay. It's amazing.
So it's not 100, but I think it's like it's taking on.
It's like Disney. It's like a Disney parade, isn't it? Of
drunk country people building Disney parade ish. but some of them are fantastic. Okay, so do you want me to explain it?
Yeah. No, absolutely, because I still don't understand it, and I can't even say it.
Masso is from like a mess. And Knut is like 20 Knut. It's 20 days after Christmas. It's Knut's dog.
Yeah.
Knut. This is every year, and it could be on various days. It could be a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, any day.
Thursday.
Even Saturday, Sunday, Friday. I think we covered.
Craig David came out with a very similar song.
And they, back in the old times, they after Christmas. So this is the village I come from, Gimo.
Yeah, Gimo.
It's where they make like iron stuff.
Yeah.
So they have the big lake where the water can come, and there's a hammer that can dunk on the iron.
Yeah.
And the workers were very poor. And we were sitting
David
in
Sundin. Yeah.
And they went to around in the houses and to the owner of the factory, if it's not a factory, but what it is, to beg for food on this day, because Christmas is over on the 20 days after Christmas. Christmas is over, so you can get some herring or some ham and stuff. But it's embarrassing to beg for stuff because you're going to meet at work the next day. So then they dressed up so it's a bit like Halloween.
Yeah.
You dress up and you go, hey, please, can I have something? And then this been a tradition in this village. So when I moved there, like 1980, we moved there. And we heard about this. It's something, and my mother tried to when is it? And people like, you don't really know, because it's not someone organizing it. It just happens. So it keeps just happening, and there's not an organizer saying this is the time, this is what happens. It just happens that people build this huge mosques, and they have carriages, and it's like a Disney parade, but it's weird. The characters are sometimes Disney, but often not. It could be politicians. It could be like the latest event, local or
there was
Duplantis.
Duplantis,
huge Duplantis. Like it could be also like random knights with a castle or geishas. Or
there was the
Smurfs.
angry carpenter, angry snickere.
Yeah,
and he hit me on the head with a hammer.
The angry carpenter.
Yeah, and
because he's angry.
Yeah, he's angry, but it was like, okay, joke's over. But it was like really hit me, and my wife and my daughter were laughing their heads off. And I was like, it's a real hammer. It's a real hammer. And he was just like, dang. Yeah. But it's fantastic. Yeah. It's so great. We
recommend people to go there.
Yeah, for sure. That's the spirit of David Sundin, I think, when I see that. I've got a coffee for you here.
Okay, wow.
This is what this whole podcast is about. It's about me getting to know someone. I know you, but I didn't know the money situation, and maybe that's
it's not a situation.
Well, it is for me. It's
but why do you work if it's not for the money?
You're going to go, bullshit, man. I do it for the and I do. What a buzz! Like just making someone laugh. It's just the greatest. It's not for me. It's not even a job. The feeling. I'm not an excitable kind of person. I'm not a adventure guy. Like I'd never bungee jump naked.
Uh-huh.
The experience of seeing a front row laughing at my shows is the thing that is just, it's beyond anything. Don't tell my wife that, but it's the greatest thing.
Yeah, and it is. I don't disagree. Yeah. It is. But also, you can get paid for doing it. Yeah. It's an advice. Yeah. You could explore that. To have people pay for laughing.
It's just like, I feel like I'm a young child, like running through the fields. I've got this dream, but you're on my shoulder going, make sure you make some money. Pick the flowers and sell them.
But now it seems like you're the good guy. And you're like, I want to make me laugh. I just want to take their money and make them laugh as much as I can. But they don't have. It doesn't have to be super funny. Just enough so it was worth the ticket price. And I'll do it again and again. And that's not true. I think we're closer to each other because then you wouldn't have to do the big arenas.
Yeah, I think
you could just do the small clubs.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I've unraveled you, and we've found out the real David Sundin.
I don't.
congratulations on the success with Best. I call it Taskmaster, but it's because I was on the first series.
I know that.
You know
this, yeah.
But it's amazing because people in the UK, they know you because because they like there's like real. It's a real cult, isn't it? Real fanatical.
It is. And what's weird is that here we have.
I'm not sure everybody knows this, but it was
Taskmaster is the original concept is from
UK.
From UK.
Yeah,
and you were on the actual first Taskmaster
before it went to TV. Before it did anything, it was just
weird stage.
It was just emails. It was like take a photo with an egg in your eye. I don't know, something like that. But I was like, you really have to get into it. It's almost like a club. And then I end up being on Best and Test, which was another confusing thing for me in Sweden.
I don't think there's another contestant that's been on several countries. So that's you're unique in that.
Thank you.
In the UK, we have people obsessed with it, and I think what's weird is that we have had we've been on TV where we had more people, actual persons, actual pair of eyes, as we say in Swedish.
Yeah.
Watching the show than the UK show.
Yes.
British people in UK. So we have been a more popular show.
Yeah.
But we don't have the same hardcore fans as they do. Like going into statistics or traveling.
They did.
We have them, but not as much.
But I didn't even know the whole concept. I went out. I thought all the contestants were going to be there that day.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize you just get your own day and you do all the yeah. And I don't know if you remember this, but you said to me, it's going to be all right. No one will laugh at you, the crew. And I had to drink some it was like saft or something. And it was about keeping it to the line, but not adding anything to it. It was something like that. So I drank the saft. And the whole crew laughed in my face. I think you were like, oh my God. And I was like, what have I done wrong? And you were like, you've just drunk saft. It was almost like, I don't even know if that was film that
But
part.
it was something about that you shouldn't do. I think you can't spill it or you can't something.
My confidence was at all-time low after that. I was like, oh my God, I'm such an idiot.
But also you have the letters in Swedish.
Yeah.
Drick saften.
Do you get much hate?
Hate.
Hate.
I get some.
I get a lot of hate.
I think I'm blessed with being a nice guy that I get very little actual hate. Mm-hmm. I can get disappointment, for instance, like show is bad, commercial bad, bad show. I was like, okay.
But is it
you bad?
Is it you writing to yourself? Another book? Is that important to you as well? To be?
It's like, do you know is it the Larry David story when he threw the ball at the Yankee Stadium?
Oh, yeah.
He was like the first, you can do the first pitch in baseball.
Yeah.
So he was there, he threw it, and the entire stadium, wow, he got the applause. Oh, you're the best. Oh, Larry David, wow. He went out on the parking lot and someone yells, you suck. Yeah. One guy in a car, you suck. And that's what stays with it.
Yeah.
That's what, and he's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
this one guy. He doesn't even think about the big sharing stadium. Yeah. And it's like with a bad review or one person writing, didn't enjoy the show. And you have one person like, how can I make you happy?
You go through that.
You're always trying to be like, I'm always trying to be liked by as many as possible. But it's also impossible. And especially if you would put your chin out just a little bit and be somewhat political, or it doesn't have to be political, just you complain because the situation is
opinion.
This is a wrong,
yeah.
And people are like, and then you get, so I'm saddened by the fact that I'm sometimes, I have a platform.
Yes.
I could say something, I could do something, and I go, I I don't
Mate,
want to.
I think that's really insightful. I go through the same, you know, I think when people buy tickets to a show, I want to entertain them. I want to give them the best fun night out. But there's still that part at the back of your head where you're like, but I want to tell them this is how I feel about this.
Yeah.
And I think that's sort of like going to watch Radiohead and they do like a ballet or something, you know.
This is not what we came for.
Here we go.
Oh.
There'll be people
Do you think it's called a sun bun? Because it rhymes. It's a sun bun.
Sun bun?
Well, it's a solbulle. Is it the sun?
But then it should be a solabulle. Shouldn't it?
No.
No.
Solbulle. Okay, challenge. You can't lick your lips.
Oh, here we go. It's best in test all over again. I'll probably end up with like lip disease or something. No one will laugh. Just do it.
It's been a task for best in test. Eat without licking your lips.
So you have to eat.
Maybe we won't eat the whole.
Oh, we're going to have to.
3 seconds. 3 seconds. The worst.
But that wasn't.
He drank the saft. Again. The worst.
Do you know what? It wasn't a tactic thing. It was just stupidity.
Yeah.
It's not like a hygienic thing of like, I need to clear this because people are looking. It was just
built into
my
the system.
tongue just went, what's happening here? Yeah. It's over. Yeah, you've lost. But are you competitive?
Yes, very. Very much.
With like board games and...
Yeah. And I mean, even on
God, I'm finding out a lot about you.
No, but on TV shows where like, just come and play. It's just fun. We just play we make a TV show, and I'm not making a fun TV show. I'm here to win it. I was on a show recently where you like, it was a panel and you choose something like who can do this the best or who knows how to do this. And they said, it's more fun for the show if you see that. So you shoot, not everyone shoots the same, like, oh, I think it's number one. Because then it's, so if you can.
So they're kind of pushing
you
towards.
Like, I'm not gonna just if I see it's 1, 1, 1 and I think it's number one, I'm not gonna say 3 just to make an exciting TV show for you. I'm gonna go with 1 and I'm gonna have my points because I'm not here to lose and look funny. I'm here to win. I'm get very competitive.
But do you think that's not wanting to look stupid?
I'm fine with looking stupid. It's okay. I came in last in that competition, super last. And I think they said I don't think anyone has had these low scores because I was tricked in everything. My competitiveness just made me it must be, and of course it wasn't. So I was the worst. But I don't have a problem with losing. I don't lose face. I don't flip a table and leave the studio.
So I was just going to say, are you like dramatic in any way?
I'm a bad winner and a good loser.
Are you an emotional type or?
For some things or in some settings, I can be emotional, like crying. So when it's, I can cry from a small clip or a scene in a TV series or in a reality show or something.
Yeah.
I go, oh, stop it.
Yeah. You know the one
Soldier comes home to his dog.
Kills me. And I don't know the dog.
No.
Don't know the soldier.
We don't know the background.
No.
No.
And it could be faked, but oh my God.
How can you fake that?
I've never seen a Swedish one. I just be someone coming home and they're like, "Oi, what are you doing in the garden, you stupid idiot? Come in," you know, or the dog would just run past, you know. But because I've sort of, I struggle a bit meeting people here, like friends wise. I'm not.
That's why I'm here. Okay.
Yeah. How much?
Now I see where this is going.
No, I am. I'm not great. You're great though. You've got loads of mates.
No, not anymore. I've lost them along the way.
Why? How?
And I don't know if it's that's also like that it's a male thing, but with a male friend, you don't have to speak for a year, and then you can call them
Yes.
and say, "What's up, farthead?" And you talk for 5 minutes because I saw this picture and I thought of you. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
It's okay. Or
And that
I have a
keeps
dead hooker in my hotel room. And
You
they
do?
were, sure, I come. Not,
Okay.
not at this moment.
Okay.
Not this hotel. But several. And then you go, okay, give me 10 minutes, and I'm with the bone saw and with the bags and stuff. You solve the thing, because that's what friends are for.
And that's not even a dramatic moment. No,
No, but
Thursday.
but so you have the friends on a call if you need them. I haven't lost them in the way that if I call them, they won't pick up the phone and so on.
Yeah.
But meaning that I don't have time. I don't hang out with anyone because I work, and then I have small kids, and they need their fish sticks.
Yeah.
I'm the one making it. So, and someone, let's grab a beer, and I'm like, when? How? I can't see when it's like, if it's a lunch beer could be maybe arranged, but it's hard.
Yeah, I agree, and it's but then the work-life balance.
Yeah.
But are you just really happy just being at home with the kids, giving them fist balls and?
Or yes, of course. Love. I just love it.
You'd love it.
Yeah.
How many kids have you got now?
3.
But
but I love it, of course. And then I know it's easily solved. Like I can say, on Thursday I'm going out with Al Pitcher. We're gonna have going to the pub.
Yeah.
And my wife would say, "Oh, great! Tell him hi."
Yeah.
And it's no problem. But it's also like me being tired. I'm
also really stressed now that we're going to the pub because I don't drink. It's going to be really weird. And you'll be like, "This is my
Thursday.
only night out."
Yeah, we have to. No, but I don't drink but it's a time issue.
Yeah.
Not that I'm having not that I can't handle alcohol.
Yeah.
Because I can.
It's the mystery cake.
We're going to have a mystery fika now. Now, the mystery fika is quite an exciting moment.
Okay.
Where I don't know what is underneath the metal globen. You want to reveal it?
Okay.
But remember the instructions and don't... Yeah.
But you think I'm going to go like this?
Doing that thing, the cake.
Okay, here we go. Pop, 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 pop.
Oh.
What is it?
Chocolate kaka.
Chokladkaka?
Yeah, kaka.
But it's a fancy one.
No, I've got a lot of stuff to read here. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to...
So you can start eating.
Okay.
Yeah.
While you...
But every now and again, but like, listen to me, won't you?
Yes.
Like, and every now and again say stuff.
The thing is, white chocolate, like milk chocolate, dark chocolate. Let's see. Okay, please inform.
Chocolate, the divine treat made from cacao beans, has been with mankind since the earliest Mesoamerican civilizations, going beyond written history. Mm-hmm. Nice little mouthful there, early on. There are conflicting reports about when and how chocolate arrived in Europe, although it is agreed that it first arrived in...
17.
No, a country, Spain. One story gives the credit to...
Columbus.
Yes! Christopher Columbus, while others... This is how competitive...
It's not that many guys going back and forth.
No.
So it's... Okay.
While other sources give it to the Spanish conquistador Hernan Cortez.
Mm-hmm.
The chocolate of today bears little resemblance to the chocolate of the past. Throughout much of its history, chocolate was a bitter beverage, not a sweet treat. Mm-hmm. In Sweden, chocolate drinks were incredibly fashionable in the 18th century. That's so 1 point to me, so it's 1-1 right now, competitive.
Yeah, okay.
And even recommended by the national scientist and biologist...
As a health thing.
Yeah. By the national scientist and biologist... You give me a name now of this.
Klaus.
Carl von Linné.
Carl von Linné! The flower guy.
Yeah.
He's our main flower guy.
A late bloomer.
Yeah.
For a long time, chocolate was a commodity only available in pharmacies. Do you know what? No one's ever got into it as much as you. Thank you so much. We've had other guests just going, this is ridiculous.
Can I just eat cake?
And chocolate
super
drinkers
interesting.
had to even pay a special tax for their indulgence. There we go.
A chocolate tax.
Yeah. A chocolate-caca tax.
Tax.
The sweet chocolates, resembling the ones we know today, saw their daylight when the first Swedish chocolate factory opened its doors in
1895.
Oh my God. It's 1872. Oh my God.
Still.
I mean, and what city?
Vänersborg. Göteborg.
Malmö. Although today is not the National Chocolate Day. What's the National Chocolate Day?
Oh, I don't know.
November the 11th. We hope you enjoy this luxurious chocolate.
So 9/11.
That's ruined.
September.
That's
No, that's
ruined.
September.
That's ruined it, isn't it?
That's September.
God, that's the last line.
you were
and
so
you
close.
just...
with the towers. The two chocolate towers.
Oh, there we go.
That you can just.
That's it.
11th of November? Yeah! And you can just... So I got a point and everyone's happy. That's great. We solved it.
Beautiful cake. Very
silky. My favorite chocolate is white chocolate, but that's not chocolate. It's just... It shouldn't be called chocolate because it doesn't have the cocoa beans.
Yeah.
It's just like butter and something.
I tell you what, though, you have really shown some enthusiasm.
Thank you.
This is the second season of this
This
Dream
is
Guest,
what I do.
and nobody's been excited about the facts.
Of seeing you.
No,
No one wants to be your friend. No one is excited about the fika, the microphone.
nobody's turned up. Is this the kind of thing you'd sit down and have?
I don't. I'm not a fika enthusiast because of also because of time issues. I don't.
How busy are you?
Just as not going out for a drink with someone or having dinner with someone. I don't have time. Let's have a fika and just. There's no time for that left at the moment. When my kids grow older and work gets less, I will have a golden zone where I'm meeting all my former friends.
That sounds like your next book, The Golden Zone.
How to reach. It's more a self-help book.
Do you think you could? Are you into self-help and meditation and looking after yourself?
No.
Hold on. All four questions were answered.
And I'm not going to.
And I'm not going to.
Either. And not therapy and such. I think if you... I'm afraid, like, if you scratch it and it start pouring out like black, gooey stuff, and you tear it up a bit more, and then it starts coming out. And it pours and pours, and you can't fix it. It's broken.
Plasters,
You're trying to fix it, but
it's like, why have you done this?
I shouldn't have poked it in the first place. So just put a lid on it and just.
That's proper Swedish behavior, isn't it? Just push it down and do not acknowledge any problem.
In the pressure cooker and just let it
burn it out. Then get rid of the pressure cooker. What's the future? What's the what you got coming up?
We're doing a bit, maybe a bit more best test, probably. No, and then I'm probably writing something more, but I have a lot of things also due to time issues and schedule stuff. I'm turning a lot of things down because I'm just trying to not slice myself too thin as I've done in the past, and it's then you're not good at anything, and just trying to be better at fewer things, and also on being home.
And what about stand-up? You're going to return?
I think I think I will, not in the near future, and I'm hoping that I can go a full year this year without any stand-up. I can just because now, and also, I mean, that's the problem. It's something you should. It's like,
a muscle.
You should do it all the time, because I mean you don't lose it completely. It's also like riding a bike in a way, but you have to keep doing it.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you for coming along.
Thank you for having me. Finally. I've begged and begged. When can I come and have the fika? You're like, no, we're so busy.
No. I've enjoyed your company. I always enjoy your company, but I'd see you like once a year.
Yeah, at the Knut
Masso, and you're a different guy there because you're the bus guy.
I'm hosting. I'm doing the bus,
and people want a bit of you, but you're like, no. I'm just hosting the bus. I'm not your friend tonight. So today I feel like we have been friends.
We didn't explain that, but I rent a bus.
Yes,
and I put people on the bus, and then we go to Gimo, and I explain the story of the Knut Masso.
Yeah,
and then we go home.
He does that's the way he writes his shows. Is
I rent a bus,
and we're like, what's happening? And then he changes.
It was in the newspaper. David Sundin rented a bus. It was in the local newspaper, I should say.
Absolute pleasure. Please give it up for David Sundin.
Get your tickets to Al's new tour at alpitcher.com. This podcast was produced by Soulside Productions and recorded at Clarion Hotel Sign in Stockholm.